You know, a guy got a picture with a New York police officer on it. He said he played the Lil Wayne song. This is for you, Lil Wayne. In New York, God and Jesus told me to send you a message. He said, because I'm going to tag him in this after the video of Lil Wayne. I think she feeling me. But God and Jesus said, when I'm in the spirit, that is heart, that is pure. And I move mountains and I move spirits. Your New York female police officer is gonna feel me. Because God can make their money go up. We can create bonus. And God and Jesus, when you believe in a higher power, I want New York to hear me. Because God sent the message. He didn't already sent the message. So I tell my enemy that but she is gonna be around a God. She ain't gonna be manipulated by no liars. That's the truth. And that go for any female police officer. That's Texas, anyone. You get what you get. You get God. When you're in the presence of me, the enemy will work at any way and any reason. And that's why God, I said yesterday, God said, you see, I read a book in 2019, How the Government Networks. It got Walmart in it. It got a lot of people in it. Got Bill Gates in it. It's a very interesting book. Up in the library in 2019, when Dallas and Carrollton and the police said you're doing good at picking up a book when they was antagonizing in the community. And I want to tell Yellow Breezy in South Dallas, God said that you said I'm dumb and retarded and this and that. But when I believe in my God, my power is greater than what you say. When Jesus moved more than them, my power is greater. We are all loved. And God say, we willing to push the non-believers out the way and get them and put them somewhere where they can never touch us that believe in God and Jesus. The enemy will not win. God and Jesus said, my light is bigger than your lies. But let me tell you, anybody that I've been around, girls or any homies, they ain't never treated me different. Schools, I was on a football team. New Orleans, I had regular girlfriends. And shout out to New York and Bambi. I think, see, Texas got a problem, but I talked to some people in New York. And I haven't forgot about you, Bambi, in New York. So I tell my enemy, when people in New York was willing to listen in Chicago and we was willing to just have fun on Live Me and we were just talking about spiritual connection, I just think that was very great of us understanding each other and growing that bond with each other. But you know, Dallas, I was in Dallas in 22. You know what they say? It's so many stories about the Bible. God sent everybody on different missions at different times. Let me tell you, our creator got to realize, Orion said, don't go through stuff in life. Orion got to realize your kid's going to go through something either you like it or not. I can't stop my son from the sperm with another girl one out of him. You think I can stop my son when he gets older? I can't stop my son from what a girl wants out of him. He going to have to deal with relationship with girls. I can't stop him. You can't. That's the difference between preachers that can understand when the spiritual connections are being thrown in ways and the attraction to being thrown. So you can't understand. My son was just having a hard time. You know, he feel like Lil Rascal. I'm a Lil Rascal fan. Whoopi Goldberg and Donald Trump in it. When you talk about girls and all of that, when they get in their little club, we all have that. And my little son had a problem with a girl. He didn't like her. I say, We all gonna go through stuff with girls. You know what they used to tell us when we was little? They pick on you because they like you. We just don't understand each other because it's our personalities and our mindset. And we gotta learn how to. Yeah, I'm from New Orleans, CLB. I'm from everywhere, America. So we just gonna have to feel like the personalities. I was a kid, so 10 or 9 years old, 11 years old. I like my first girlfriend at 11, 12, her name was Darlene, and we used to hug and kiss a lot. And she's smooth, she got a baby, so she probably don't even remember this at 11 or 10 years old. When we all met about 10 or 11 years old. Her name Darlene, she's from New Orleans. And that was like my first girlfriend, and we used to kiss in New Orleans and everything. So we didn't get along at first, but we had our differences. When if I tell you, darling, we had our differences. We first met. That was our first conversation. We used to walk together as kids, and we used to flirt with each other. She probably don't even remember. It's been so long ago. I had it on my other Facebook that I can't get on from New Orleans, Baby Plucky, and everybody that I can't get on. So it's a lot that changed and I had and things. So, you're gonna go to, and she was my first girl, but we used to give each other eye contact and hug each other. And we had our differences when we was a kid. So we all know when we go, when we go, come on. And I tell my son, he have a hard time. Say, girls don't like it. I don't want to talk about girls. No, girls like you. You're gonna get picked on because girls like you. That's just the way it is. I've been through it. We all been through it. I was in the damn Boy Scouts, and girls used to give me kisses in North. I was in the Boy Scouts on the West Bank in Birmingham, and I remember my little school thing. Yeah, this is a true story. I was in the Boy Scouts. Yes, people don't know that I was in the Boy Scouts. Yes, I was in the Boy Scouts. Yes, I was in the Boy Scouts. I used to have a girl kiss me on the Boy Scout. My teacher was great on the West Bank of Birmingham, so I used to have a girl. She was in regular class. She was just amazing, and nobody really know. So I was in Boy Scouts. So I loved that when I was on the West Bank in New Orleans because you got the gym, you got the play, you got the school, you got the playground on the left side, you got the gym, you got that. And I used to step on the stakes, like yeah, my nanny stayed on the side, the left side of the gym and things. So yeah, I used to have fun. I told you when I was in Fantasy Williams and I was in regular, hanging out with all the regular students, we had the two ropes. And I used to play with other girls and my homeboys. We used to get and play drum where you up a white. We used to do that. And we used to, in Fantasy Williams in New Orleans, I used to play that a lot on the yard with other girls. And we used to play jump rope a lot with the two ropes. One girl hold one rope, they hold two of the ropes, another girl hold two. And we would jump in the middle. So that was a very competitive game. This is a true story in Fantasy Williams. This is a true story. That was a very competitive game when I was growing up at Fantasy Williams. We didn't sit in the cafeteria. Like, we sat outside. We had outside and we had cafeteria. We could stay inside if we want, and we could go outside, and everybody had their playground. So I was like a big part of everybody. When I marched in the parade in New Orleans, and I did a lot of the band. I played cymbal. And I didn't always play my cymbals. I had other people teaching me different things in the band. My band teacher was hard on me. Like, I don't want you talking to the cheerleaders. Then I told you don't do that. He was very hard on me. Like, y'all gotta understand my fantasy. And like, then I told you not to talk to the cheerleaders. Then I told you not to stay in line. Then I told you to get along and whatever. So it was very thing. When I didn't get along, he put me on the desk until I learned my lesson. So y'all don't even know if Fantasy Williams, when I didn't get along with my classmates, so sometimes he would put me under the desk and let me sit under there while he teach the others and talk and get into good understanding. I got here with a drumstick, so until I can get a good understanding of how to interact with my band members and my class members. Because they taught me, I had this one girl say, she taught me how to do trumpet and read notes and her spit guard, and she said, you family, you better not put it in. She didn't, and stuff. I got hit with a drumstick. Discipline was very understanding, but all us came to understanding in the band. I agree with them and agree with them. And when I was all beat, they would tell me, Hubert, listen to the beat. That was the most greatest thing about being in New Orleans band. Yeah.